Okay, Scorpio, you guys are up. This is your general reading for January 2024. Scorpio Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's see what we have going on for you guys. I know that your ruling planet of Pluto is up to a bunch of big things this year. Let's see what January is about. Okay. Hey, Scorpio. Very interesting. Okay, so whatever you've got going on in January, at the center of the situation is the need to nurture your emotions, to nurture yourself emotionally. This means feel your emotions, allow your emotions, process your emotions, right? And to a large degree, some of you are going to be feeling blocked in certain areas of your life, particularly feeling blocked in things going your way. You might feel like, so this could happen, it's a general reading, of course, so this may manifest differently for different people. And as always, you can schedule an individual reading with me by clicking the link to my calendar. So here's the thing. This is going to show up differently for different people. For some people, it's going to be feeling blocked at work. For some people, it's going to be feeling blocked in general getting what they want, right? So it could be traffic. It could be not having the thing available at the store that you need. It could be not getting to do the thing you want to do with the person that you're, with romantically or involved with, or whatever, your romantic partner. So, and it could also have this energy of feeling like the rug's being pulled out from under you. Now, a lot of the signs have been having the Tower card, and a lot of that has to do, like, that's Pluto energy, that's your ruling planet. This is one of the big things that's coming up this month, which is Saturn and Pluto conjunct in the sign of Capricorn. So it's going to be exact, like same degree, 22 degrees, 46 minutes in the sky on January 12th. But they're already conjunct and have been for a while. So this may be an energy that you've been feeling for a while anyways, and it will very likely be more intense with this exact, perfection of the conjunction on the 12th. And we have this lunar eclipse happening on the 10th in just a couple days. And so this lunar eclipse is going to be kind of happening across the moon will be across the sky from this conjunction with your ruling planet Pluto. So again, a lot of signs are having the Tower card come up. It's just one of those things that astrologically we're all sort of feeling. And for you guys, it's connected with your ruling planet of Pluto. So this feeling of being blocked, this feeling of having the rug pulled out from underneath you, this feeling of just like trying and wanting things and things maybe not necessarily going your way. However, for you guys, you know, this is, I know that a lot of times Scorpios can just take off into this deep emotional place and just go there for a while. And if that's how you handle it, that's okay. You know, we have astrology, we have tarot, and we all have free will. So how you handle it is going to be up to you. However, I have this feeling like so much is going to be happening that you can't stay there for long, right? So go there, feel your emotions, know what you're feeling, ask yourself, how am I feeling and what do I need? And process things quickly, right? Try to start learning how to process things a little more quickly. Again, I know you're a water sign, which is this slower energy, which is this feeling of like water resistance, right? So when you're walking on the ground, you can walk pretty quickly, but when you're walking through water, there's this resistance and it's slower and it's thicker. That's the emotional heaviness, right? And that can come up when you feel blocked. That can come up when you feel like the rug's been pulled out from under you. That can come up when things don't feel like they're going your way. But this is a huge opportunity for a victory for you guys to nurture yourself emotionally, like consistently. So you get frustrated, you allow yourself to feel your feelings, you keep going, right? Like getting back on track, learning how to move through this emotional processing quicker and faster, because there's going to be a lot of it throughout the whole year. And being able to practice this, like you guys are good at doing this on a fairly slow level, but I feel like January is going to require you to start kind of picking up the pace in the emotional processing of things. Now, there's other things around you that are going to be going slower, and that's okay. So when I say pick up the pace, I don't mean just rush things, right? Go there, feel it, process the emotions. How am I feeling? What do I need? Move on. How am I feeling? What do I need? Move on. How am I feeling? What do I need? Move on. Like that continuously over and over and over. Okay, let's see what else. Oh, goodness. Oh my God, are you kidding me? This is crazy. Okay, so wow. You've got lots of decisions to be making. Scorpio. Wow, like 3 twos. Okay, so twos are decisions. You've got the Two of Cups, the Two of Rods, the Two of Pentacles, all in a row here. And so lots of decisions. So coming up, right? And again, like these are going to be victories for you. And in order for you to be able to make these decisions, you've got, this is like what I was saying before, is preparing you to be able to make these decisions, right? How do I feel? What do I need? Do it, move on. How do I feel? What do I need? Do it, move on. Like getting in the practice of this, even though you're feeling blocked by things, especially because you're feeling blocked by things, right? Because when you feel blocked, like that's an uncomfortable thing. Hi there, I'm new. I'm starting process to have another kid soon. Do you feel anything from this or gender? Hi Dawn, thanks for watching. So right now I'm actually doing general readings for each sign of the zodiac, and this particular one is Scorpio. So I started with Pisces and I'm moving backwards through the zodiac this time for this month. So if you're like, you can tell me what your sign is, you can go back and find the ones that have been posted so far. Yeah, so check that out. Right. So right now I'm working on Scorpio's general reading for January, but thank you for being here, Dawn. And there are times where I will do just like open readings for anybody for anything. But right now I'm just focusing on Scorpio. And thank you for being here. I'm super, super grateful. Okay, so Scorpio, again, lots of decisions coming up, like big time. So, and here's the thing so romantic decisions, right? Relationship decisions, business decisions, spiritual decisions, and physical decisions, which could be, like financial related, or anything tangible, physical movement type decisions. And it's overwhelming, right? You've got the Seven of Cups. There's lots of lots of options for you and lots of decisions to be making. So it's a lot. And again, this is why this is going to prep you to be able to make these decisions. So nurturing yourself emotionally is what's going to give you the victory and the ability to feel confident in every decision that you make. So regarding relationships, here's the thing, like your relationship decision, that's probably where you feel like the rug has been pulled out from under you. That's probably where you feel like the shit hit the fan somehow. Something may have gone wrong. Something didn't go the way you wanted. But there's a victory in this, right? And I'll pull some more cards to get more information in that in just a minute. So when it comes to a business decision, again, here's the thing. Nurture yourself emotionally. How do I feel? What do I need? Do it. And that's going to help you be clear on what you're feeling emotionally compared to what your intuitive messages are. So in business, make sure you're following your intuition and nurturing yourself emotionally. And whatever business decision you make is a victory for you. When it comes to weighing a physical option, so this could be like making a decision about finances, making a decision about a move, making a decision about moving something, changing something up, doing something physically different. Could be about exercise or something like that. This is where you may feel blocked, right? You may feel blocked a little bit in your finances some way, or physical movement in some way. Again, connecting with how do I feel, what do I need, and then doing that is going to help clear your thoughts that are making it difficult for you to make that decision. And now, here's the thing, because you have so many decisions, I mean, that's literally 3 out of the 4 decision cards you have all in a row, 2, 2, 2. Like, I don't know if I've ever seen this in a reading ever, and I've been doing this for 22 years. Like, I don't remember actually seeing this. Maybe it's come up, but that's a lot of decisions coming up for you to make, which can feel overwhelming and frustrating, especially during times when you feel like things aren't going your way, right? So recognize that you're overwhelmed, right? It's okay to acknowledge that you're feeling overwhelmed in this moment and keep coming back to, how do I feel? Okay, I feel overwhelmed, or I'm pissed the fuck off about XYZ or whatever, and process that, right? How do I feel? Process your emotions. What do I need? Do that and move on and carry on. Like, this is like rapid fire emotional maturity and progress and like ability to handle a lot of things all at once. And while recognizing that it's overwhelming as fuck and can be frustrating as fuck at times, but I really feel like you got this. Okay, let's pull some more. Yeah, you got this, right? The Emperor, right? You are in control of this. You are the one, you're like your own master in essence. You're your own authority figure here. You're the one, Queen of Rods, holy moly. I love it. Scorpio, you guys are freaking badass this month. Badass, I'm telling you. And the Chariot. Okay, so the energies operating here are really being your own authority, really stepping into your own power, your own authentic power, your own authority, really, really, really nurturing your spirituality, nurturing yourself in your business and your work, and really taking hold of the reins in your life and driving your own chariot, right? So, like, again, like making these decisions. When I said you've got 3 of the 4 decision cards here, for a split second, I almost said there's one more that could sometimes be one, and that's the Chariot. So the Chariot can be pulled in 2 directions. Do I do this? Do I do this? But ultimately, it's getting you to a point to make the decision, to take the reins, to get back in the driver's seat of your life, especially when you're feeling overwhelmed, right? When you're feeling overwhelmed, this is when you could be like, what do I do? How do I feel? What do I need? Do it. Move on. You got this. You are in control. You are in charge. You are the master of your life. You are in the driver's seat of your life. You are nurturing yourself emotionally. You are nurturing yourself spiritually and in your work or your business. This is awesome. You guys are badass. Oh, shit. Oh my God. You guys are badass this month. Okay. So yeah, as soon as I tell you you're badass, the self-doubt creeps in, right? So it's bullshit. Self-doubt is bullshit, right? Connect with your emotions, how you're feeling, process them, and move on. Don't believe the stories that you tell yourself based on previous traumas that you've had, right? Like inner conflict can come up, and sadness and grief can come up, and recognize what it's related to, which is likely something you experienced in the past, right? It's different from what's happening right now. So if grief comes up, if sadness comes up, that's okay. Don't let it turn into self-doubt. It is valid. Grief is valid. Sadness is valid, and it's related to something in the past. And you can still process that. Just don't apply it to your current situation, because your current situation is badass. So don't let self-doubt creep in here, right? If self-doubt starts to creep in, that's okay. It's not about your current situation. It's about grieving something from the past, okay? And that's when you might feel some internal conflict. And if you do, that's okay. Process it, right? Allow yourself to go there with how you're feeling right now, right? And recognize if this is something from the past that you're still processing, and process it. Give yourself time to process it. This is okay, right? Don't deceive yourself into thinking that any grief or sadness or sorrow that's coming up right now is doubt about your current situation, right? Don't deceive yourself into thinking that, because it's likely related to something in the past that you can process and you can heal. And right now you're still actually really pretty badass. So this is good. So be aware, let the current situation be what it is without applying anything from the past to it. And when self-doubt creeps in, that's probably related to something in the past and not the current situation. Okay, let's go with romance first. Romance card for Scorpio. There you go. Engagement. Wow. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Engagement. Okay, so here's the thing. Like, an engagement is a huge commitment, right? It's like professing your love to somebody. That's very much related to this card right here, the Two of Cups. So this is one of the decisions that you have in romance, right? Are you ready? Are you thinking about how do you feel and what do you need about whatever romantic situation you may be interested in or have going on? Are you ready to really take that to the next level? Are you ready to like consider some next level of commitment, right? That's what these two cards are kind of talking about. And again, like there's some obvious trauma from past relationships, right? And even in the current interest that you may have or the current relationship you may be in, you may be feeling like the rug was pulled out from underneath you in some way, but at the same time, you may be feeling some kind of victory, which can be very, very confusing, right? So have a conversation about it, right? But first, consider how you feel and what you need and what you want before you have a conversation with with that person. And in really talking about what the next level is for you guys, right? And it's going to manifest differently for different people. For some of you, the next level might be asking that person out, right? It might be, you know, saying, let's be exclusive. It might be an actual engagement ring, right? It may actually be a marriage. It's going to manifest differently for different people based on where you're at. But this is the energy, right, of next level commitment, and one of the decisions that you have coming up this month. Okay, let's go with your 72 Names of God card. Okay, they're all over the place. Alright, let's try this again. 72 Names of God card for Scorpio for January. Alright, let's see. just to be clear. There we go. The death of death. Yeah, this is kind of related to what I was saying in the very, very beginning, like processing things quickly. The death of death. So I now focus my attention and meditate with total conviction and certainty upon the absolute demise of the angel of death once and for all. So you guys are ruled by the planet Pluto, which is like death and rebirth. So endings and beginnings, right? And Pluto's got a lot going on starting right off the bat this month too. So focusing your attention and meditating on total conviction and certainty upon the absolute demise of the angel of death. So stopping the endings, right? You guys are good at like endings and beginnings, endings and beginnings, endings and beginnings. And there's still this going to be coming up. But here's the thing. This is talking specifically about no longer ending the things that you want to have in your life. No longer ending the things that you're in alignment with, but ending the things that you're not in alignment with. So getting clear on what's ending and what's not ending, right? So if you want something, right? If you want a particular relationship, if you want a particular thing at work or in your spirituality, if you want a particular thing with your finances or your physical health or something like that, becoming in alignment with those things, in essence, has to do with this. And so you're no longer stopping or blocking the things that you want, right? Ending the death of death in that area of the things that you want, so that you're allowing the death of things to happen, right? The endings to occur in places where you're no longer aligned, in things that no longer serve you, and things that you're no longer in alignment with, right? So this is like realignment. And again, we've got this eclipse this month on the 10th, which is across the sky from your ruling planet. So this is about you becoming in alignment with the things that you do want, right? With the relationship that you do want, with the work that you do want, and the finances and the health that you do want, right? And so that those are the things that you want are no longer the things that are ending or blocked. Hope that makes sense. If not, put questions in the comments and I'll get to it. Okay, so now we've got our these cards are just jumping out like crazy today. Winged Dire Inspiration card. Oh my goodness. You guys are like so badass. These cards are just busting at the seams. Okay. Inspiration card for Scorpio. There we go. That's the ticket. See the blessings in disguise. Yes. Yes, this is perfect for you guys. Okay. Take stock of those who were negative forces in your past. Again, right? I was talking about like what I was saying before about, you know, grief or sadness or conflict coming up within you. It's likely related to something in the past. Take stock of those who were negative forces in your past. Search for ways in which their actions might have been blessings in disguise. Abandonment, abuse, and disloyalty can be valuable teachers when you see that you experienced them for a greater good. Now, again, this is a big perspective, right? A big, higher perspective. It never feels good to be abandoned or abused or stabbed in the back or betrayed. None of that feels good. However, after you process your emotions about that and you move through that and you work towards healing a lot of that, you can start to see the bigger picture in what you learned through all of that, right? And how you're going to move forward with your life starting now. Because, again, like I said before, you are aligning with the things that you do want, the relationship that you do want, the work that you do want, the finances and health that you do want. You're aligning with those things this month, especially with the help of this eclipse coming up on the 10th. And so you can start to see the bigger picture of certain things and move forward, right? Letting go of the things that their time has come, right? But no longer like losing the things that you do want. So there you go, Scorpio. You guys are pretty badass this month. I'm excited for you guys. It's big work. It's a lot of work, but I have all of the faith in the world in each of you guys. Okay, so thank you for watching, and I will see you guys later.